Many entrepreneurial success stories start with tales of shunning formal education, just as our next guest did. But few can say they actually went from gang member to millionaire. But that is Ryan Blair's story, and he writes all about it in his brand new book, Nothing to Lose, Everything to Gain, How I Went from Gang Member to Multi-Millionaire Entrepreneur. Hey, Ryan, thanks for being here.
Hey, Tori, how are you?
Great. So let's get right to your backstory. I know that as a child you lived in an upper middle class neighborhood in Southern California. So how did you go from there to a gang and juvenile detention?
Yeah, I mean, it's a simple story. I was 13 years old. My family was in the drug trade. So we grew marijuana, and, as a result, next thing you know, we got into the dealing of marijuana and other drugs. And I lost my father at 13 years old. Brothers and sisters all got caught up in crime and issues, and I joined a gang. Joined it just after they had murdered my sister's best friend and first crush of my life, so to speak. So, I was 13 years old. I had no male role models, and when you're on the streets like that and you have suffer hardship in your family, you'll get some male role models. They're just the wrong type of male role models.
That's right. So tell us about what turned it around for you. How do you get out of that?
Well, I have a spirituality built in within me, so I always knew I was doing things wrong, and I made a lot of deals with God, saying if you just help me out of this, I'll be a better person. And I guess he put a mentor in front of me. By the grace of God, my mom got her life together. She found me a mentor, and the man invested in me, took me underneath his wing, and taught me how to be an entrepreneur.
Oh, well, that's and certainly the circumstances have changed dramatically for you since then, and so he did an incredibly good job. And I know that quitting has been something that has reared its sometimes ugly head. Quitting school, quitting sports teams. So what advice do you have for somebody about when it's okay to quit and when you really have to stick it out? You've stuck it out in business. You stuck it out to write this book, which was a long process. So when, how do you figure out that balance?
There's no balance when it comes to quitting. If you quit, you lose, and if you lose, you're a loser. As an entrepreneur, when we were going through the recession in 1999, we were about to lose our business, Visalus, and we were down to $600,000 a month in sales, losing $600,000 a month, and we had less than $600,000 in the bank. And because we didn't quit, we now have a company that's doing over $1 million a day in sales, extremely profitable. So you can never quit, period. You do learn a lot and you do lose a lot as an entrepreneur, but you refine what you learn from those losses, and you refine what you want to do as a result of them. So losing is a part of the business, quitting is not.
All right, makes perfect sense. Speaking about that business, I know that you are not a big fan of President Obama's jobs package.
Yeah, it's terrible. $250,000 plus per job. It's the most idiotic thing that we've ever proposed, period. The way you create jobs is you create new innovators and new entrepreneurs. It is simple. Anyone who has a net new job or is creating net new jobs should be taxed at a different rate. And I promise you this, I can create more than one job per $250,000 in tax savings.
Absolutely, absolutely. And so if you could, make a suggestion, your 3-point plan, what would you love to see happen? Really specific things that you'd love to be able to go out to small business owners or to big business owners and tell them that you'd like them to get behind you to see happen.
Yeah, I mean, I think that the only way we're going to solve America's massive problem, and the world's for that matter, is we stimulate a new generation of entrepreneurs. So point number one in my plan would be to educate the 76 million people under the age of 34, of which they're massively unemployed, how to take responsibility for themselves, create a job for themselves, and maybe if they have a successful business, start creating jobs for others like I have and so many of the other entrepreneurs out there. But focus not on big business, focus on small business, because that's who employs America and that's who creates the jobs. And I'm saying net new jobs, not just creation of jobs. Net new jobs should be taxed at an effectively lower tax rate. That's my plan. President Obama, take my call.
All right. Finally, Hulk Hogan, switching gears.
Yeah, he's my boy.
Yeah, so he says on your book cover that he wants to be just like you when he grows up. Tell me, why is he your boy? What lessons can anybody learn from him about business and about success in life? Hulk Hogan is one of the most recognizable brands on the planet, and that takes a lot of business savviness and hard work to do it. Hulk is one of my heroes in our company. He's one of the company heroes. So I got to tell you, that man has transformed his life. He's learned a lot of it. He has humility. He has spirituality. He's a person I follow. So for him to tell me that
he follows me was an amazing compliment, and I love working with him. So you can learn a lot from celebrities who have actually earned the right to their success and who have leveraged that success to reinvent themselves multiple times, and Hulk is one of those celebrities, so I've learned a lot from him.
All right, and it sounds like he's learned quite a lot from you too.
And, I love you, Hulk.
I love you, Hulk. And everybody can learn a lot from you too as well, Ryan, by checking out your book. So thanks so much for being here.
Yeah, all proceeds go to charity. So, I'm not taking profits off this book. So if you buy the book, it goes to Urban Born. I thank you very much, and I look forward to coming back sometime.
All right, we'd love to have you. And the book, once again, is Nothing to Lose, Everything to Gain, How I Went from Gang Member to Multimillionaire Entrepreneur. You can get it wherever books are sold. And of course, you can read more about Ryan at nothingtolose.com.